What is up? What's going on? So, this feels weird. I feel like I'm just talking to myself. So, recently I remade a GG uniform. I think I can put a picture of that here. So, the next one that was brought to my attention, I had already redone, but this one I'm gonna do so it looks more like the original, and I'll put that one here, which is 5-star. I think that's it. That's it. Whatever. So let's just get into it, I guess, shall we? It's weird. I don't like talking to myself, but whatever. Okay, so this is going to be the front, which once I cut it out, it'll be a full piece, and we will cut and trim away later, which you will see. And then this here is going to be the back side, and we're only going to do the bottom part. So there is no back piece for the top. Okay, so all I'm gonna do now is just trace. And I'm gonna cut out to match the holes of the original uniform. And then once I do that, I'm gonna just sew the pieces together and add the sequin to it. It's really not a lot of detail, which is good, because you know they say less is more. So once I trim away everything, and then I'm gonna measure how deep I want the neckline to go. About 3 inches, and then I'll mark that off, and that'll be cut off as well. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is take one of my back legs. I'm going to lay it right side to right side, and then what I'm gonna do is measure where the holes on the left side of the suit will go. So I'm gonna measure how far up from the bottom I want it to go, and then after that, I'm gonna measure how far down from the waistline the top will be. And then once I have my start and my finish, I'm gonna see what the total distance is. Then that way I can measure out to where each hole will be roughly the same size. That way it's nice and even. And then we're gonna mark those off and cut them out. Okay, so apparently my blade had gotten really dull. I had to switch to the old-fashioned scissors, but that's okay. is cut, to the machine we go. One thing I like about this uniform is it does not take a lot of work really at all. All I'm doing here is sewing my two back pieces for the bottoms together, and then from there I'll just sew the back and the front and add the sequin to the holes. Okay, so we're going to hem the bottom of the legs. And this is where I'm going to get the sequin and start at the top of the hole and do like a figure 8. So that way it'll be one continuous row of sequin all the way around each hole and back up to the top. Okay, so I left the inside of the legs open while I was working with sewing the sequin around the holes. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and close the inside up. And here I'm going to start on the back side of the bottoms, right in the middle where the seam is. I'm going to start my sequin, and I'm pretty much just going to trail it around every raw edge and cover up all the edges. Okay, so since we don't have any fabric on the back, I'm just getting the sequin and pretty much placing it where I want it to be so that it can cross in the back at the appropriate spot. All right, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, this uniform doesn't take a lot. All I'm gonna do now is put the stones on the top, run it down the leg, and then that's gonna be it. So let's see how it turns out. Okay, so thanks for watching my video. I think I'm gonna start doing more of these. Please go follow me on Instagram and Facebook and leave a comment on what uniform you'd like to see next. Bye.